Game number 6 and the final one that we have to preview here tonight is Penn State and West Virginia, and this should be a fantastic game. Week 1, August 31st, Penn State publicly being called out as a team by yours truly, others as well, that has missed their championship window. West Virginia, it appears, is knocking on the door of a conference championship in their own right, now in the new look Big 12. Obviously, a playoff berth would come with that. So, Garrett, the winner of this game, it feels like, man, great win. Season is off to a success. For West Virginia, if they lose this game, okay, go get them in conference play. You look to take what positives you can. For Penn State, though, man, you lose this game in a series that the Nittany Lions have dominated at an embarrassing level. I wonder how loud the calls, no matter how unfounded they are, but how loud those calls get for James Franklin's job. He's been there for 10 years.
Yeah, and that's kind of the big thing here is I think Penn State has all the pressure on them right now, right? If it's West Virginia, you lose the game, but you put up a good fight, you lose by 3 or something like that. Like, okay, that's fine. You went toe to toe with Penn State. You gave them your best, right? And if you win it, sky's the limit. Oh my gosh, we're amazing. We're winning the Big 12, whatever it is, and the overreaction is going to be incredible if West Virginia wins this game. The overreaction will be so much more severe on the Penn State side if they lose this game. And so I think this is where you're going to really have to see like what you're made of if you're Penn State. You've lost some stuff, right? You lost your best receiver. You lost some real talent off of your team. And you got to start thinking like, hey, like this is the time when Drew Aller gets to find out what he's made of, right? This is the time when he gets to say, I'm going to go to a hostile environment. It's going to be rocking at West Virginia. And he gets to go in to that environment and say, hey, this is what I'm made of. I don't care if I don't have the best, most talented guys. I've got enough to go out and win this football game, on the road early in the season, whatever it is, right? So it's going to be on him and on his shoulders. That's a lot of pressure, especially in what will be a raucous environment. I'm curious to see how this goes. I think this ends up being a lot closer than a lot of people might think. Just because of that, right? All the pressure is going to be on Penn State. If you're West Virginia, you kind of get to play with house money because a lot of people are going to be saying, well, Penn State has to do this. They have to win this game. James Franklin has to win this game in order to, I don't know if it's keep his job, but, completely stay off the hot seat and maybe quiet some of the doubters. But look, all the pressure is on Penn State here. And so I think this is going to be an interesting spot. If they're up for it, then this could be a thing that kind of helps catapult them upwards. And if they crumble, then it's just another saga of, okay, well, here goes Penn State again, not living up to expectations. We thought they might be okay. They have a pretty good roster, but I guess they can't get it done, right? It's going to be all of that conversation all over again, except this time you're getting it to start the season.
West Virginia is going to be a good team this year. How good, I can't totally tell from the research and the previews that I've done so far. It certainly looks like this is an 8-9 win team. I just don't know where those losses are going to come. And I think most people will project that Penn State ends up winning this game, but it's on the road. And that is not an easy environment to play in. Penn State, when they've really laid down and just been lifeless, it's been on the road in James Franklin's tenure. Big Ten games, in conference games against Michigan and Ohio State specifically, but still, most of the time it's on the road, and it will not be a friendly environment.
Gracious, how about that?